I mean, before you even start this journey, you need to speak life, you need to speak success and greatness over yourself. Hey babes, my name is Tierra and welcome to my channel. Here on my channel, I'm going to share different health and wellness tips with you guys, dive into different beauty and fashion trends. We're going to have open and honest discussions about real life issues, and I'm going to give you a behind the scenes glimpse of how I live. Now, if this is content that you're interested in, please join the family by subscribing below. Today, we're gonna discuss how I lost 50 pounds at home with no gym time, no personal trainer, and no nutritionist. Now, before I even get started and before y'all come for my neck, I am none of the things I mentioned prior. I am not a weight loss professional. I am not a nutritionist, and I am not a personal trainer. These tips and methods that I'm gonna share with you guys are methods that I found that worked for me personally. So try them at your own risk, but understand that everyone is different and what may work for me may not necessarily work for you. Understandably, this has been a rough year for most of us. And for me, I don't know about y'all, but I'm tired. But I refused to let this year win. Some way or another, I was gonna come out on top. So this year specifically, I decided to take better care of myself and focus on my health and my overall well-being. And accompanying with that, I ended up losing 50 pounds within 5 months. And really, I was able to do this with 3 steps. It's more of a 3-step process. First thing first I want to touch on is your mind. Positive thinking and the power of the mind is a real thing, y'all. And when I say positive thinking and power of the mind, I mean before you even start this journey, you need to speak life, you need to speak success and greatness over yourself. You need to make sure that you remain focused. And this entire process, it's going to require discipline and consistency. And if you're not willing to put the work in, then don't even bother starting. And there is power in the tongue. So for me, I had to change the way I spoke to myself, and I encourage you guys to do the same as well. So it wasn't a matter of, oh, if I lose this weight, or I hope I lose this weight. It's a matter of, I will lose this weight. I'm going to lose this weight. What you think is what will be. So remove the doubt and believe it, guys. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And I cannot stress this enough. You guys have to think positively. Now, once I conquered the mental portion of this journey, I moved on to nutrition. Those first 2 months, I ate really clean, and this was right around the time of Lent. And for Lent, I gave up bread, fried foods, and pasta. So accompanying with that, I made sure that I started to take in more vegetables and more fruits, as well as more protein as well, because protein really allows you to gain that lean muscle while you're losing weight. Because I feel like that's where a lot of people make the mistake. They constantly focus on losing the weight, but they don't necessarily focus on toning. I made sure that I had well-balanced meals, and that means including your vegetables, your fruits, your proteins, and your carbs. And I know one of the most difficult processes when it comes to weight loss or a fitness journey is figuring out what to eat. And I can't tell you specifically what you should eat for your goals, but what I did, a typical breakfast for me, I'll start my day off with some green tea, and I'll have a bowl of fruit, or I'll have green tea, turkey bacon, oatmeal, and scrambled eggs with spinach. And sometimes if I don't want anything too heavy, or if I don't want to eat meat, I'll substitute the turkey bacon for the Morningstar meatless sausage. Or you can have a vegetable and fruit smoothie. Lunch and dinner for me, they vary. So for lunch or dinner, you can have a turkey sandwich. That's like my go-to lazy meal when I don't feel like cooking. So I'll make a turkey sandwich on low-calorie bread. I'll add some spinach and tomatoes, and on the side, I'll have sliced apples. Or you can have a chicken salad sandwich, actually ground chicken in the salad. You can actually put chicken on top of your salad. You can have a spinach and kale salad. You can have, what else did I do? I did steak with green beans and sweet potato, or you can do sweet potato fries instead of the sweet potato. You can do baked chicken with green beans and quinoa. I started substituting my rice for the quinoa because it's more nutrition and it's not as heavy on the stomach. I think it's delicious if you guys haven't tried it. And also, when it comes to my smoothies, I started adding chia seeds as well. A typical snack that can also be fruit, as well as fruit and vegetable smoothies. You can do sliced apples with peanut butter, also graham crackers with bananas, and one of my favorite snacks right now, I get the oat yogurt because I'm trying to stop eating dairy. So I get the oat yogurt, I slice up some berries like strawberries, raspberries, or blueberries, and then I put chocolate granola in it. Oh my God, y'all, it is so delicious. And if you're having cravings like ice cream or something really sweet, I think that oat yogurt will be a great substitute for you guys. And I know that's a lot of information to take in, but if you guys want me to do a separate video on what I eat in the day, just comment below. But also, with having a more well-balanced diet, it's more so a lifestyle, but with changing the way I ate, I also made sure I ate in a calorie deficit. And that just means that you're consuming fewer calories than you're burning. For example, if you burn 2,000 calories a day, typically it takes a person 500 calories to get in a deficit. So if you're burning 2,000 calories a day, if you want to lose weight, you should probably be eating 1,500 calories or less. And for me, I eat anywhere between 1,200 calories and 1,300 calories. So nutrition-wise, you're eating better, you're eating in a calorie deficit. What's next? Sis, intermittent fasting. And intermittent fasting has a plethora of health benefits, and I won't go into all of them. You guys can research that on your own. However, I will highlight that not only does intermittent fasting aid in weight loss, but it also improves your glucose levels, it improves your blood pressure, and it lowers your cholesterol. So shout out to intermittent fasting. And the most popular method of intermittent fasting is the 16-8 ratio. And basically what it is you have a window for eating and a window for fasting. And 16-8 basically means you fast for 16 hours and you have an 8-hour eating window. And really, that ratio can look like anything depending on what your lifestyle is. The most important thing is you want to customize it to how you live. So 16-8, you can start eating at noon, 12 p.m. and then your last meal would have to be before 8 p.m. So your window would be from 12 to 8, and then you would fast for the rest of the day. Or if that's too late for you, you can do like a 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. if that works better. Personally, I'm currently doing the 18-6 method. So I fast for 18 hours and I have a 6-hour eating window. So usually I start eating at 2 p.m. and my last meal is at 8 p.m. Or if that begins to get too late for me, I'll do 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. And like I said, guys, customize it to your lifestyle. If you know you're a breakfast eater, then move the time slot up. Start eating at 9 or start eating at 10. But if you don't really care about breakfast, then push the time back. The most important thing is when it comes to this entire process, you want to make sure that it's maintainable for you. Because if it's not a lifestyle that you can maintain, then what's the point of even starting? You want to make sure that you can actually stick with it and it provides you with some type of convenience, because if you have to go out of your way for it, you're probably not going to stick to it very long. And girl, I am telling you, listen to me. If you do all 3 of these things at the same time, if you have better eating habits, if you eat in a calorie deficit and you intermittent fast, sis, you about to be so fine. You about to be slim thick, slaying lives. Like the weight is going to fall off. I'm trying to save your life. I'm trying to get you slim thick too, but I'm trying to save your life and get you healthy. Girl, get into it. Okay, so what's next? So we've conquered nutrition. We've conquered positive thinking. What's next?
Oh my God, Tierra, there's more?
Yes, sis, there's more. Next on the docket, exercise. And I know a lot of you just turned the screen off and walked away from me, or you just rolled your eyes at me. Either way, I said it. I did. You have to exercise, guys. Or get active, more specifically, get active in some shape, way, or form. Your doctor would recommend it, and I personally would recommend it. So the important thing is that you guys get active in some shape, way, or form. And for me, that first month specifically, I started off really basic. I would just go to a park down the street from where I live and just start walking. And that was only like 2 or 3 times a week, if that. I did what I could with the time that I had. And I would encourage you guys to do the same. Do what you can with the time that you have. And I know it's so convincing to keep up with the Joneses. You know, there's a lot of weight loss gurus and fitness trainers out there who work out 7 times a week, 2 times a day. You don't have to do that at all. Do what you can with the time that you have. You know your schedule. You know what you're able to do. You know what you have time for. So do that. And so that first month, I started off really basic, but it was really important for me to focus on exercises that I found that were enjoyable, because if it wasn't enjoyable and if it felt too much like exercise, I wasn't going to stick with it. So after walking, I graduated to dancing because I love dancing, and for me, that doesn't feel like I'm working physically. So I started dancing 3 times a week. And I also would encourage you guys to take advantage of the resources you have. Right here on YouTube, I found so many workout videos. Mind you, this entire process, I'm still working out at home. YouTube workout videos are gonna be your best friend when it comes to working out at home. And I'll make sure that I tag my favorite pages down below, but the Pop Sugar Fitness page, it has such a diverse selection of exercises. You guys should check them out. If you're new to exercising or you're more so a beginner, Leslie Sansone, I believe is how you pronounce her name. She has like the walk a mile or walk 5 miles, but she includes kicks and jumps in it to really get your heart pumping. Who else did I do? I did Holly Dolke, I believe is how you pronounce her name. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering her name, but she does a lot of body training exercises that are really good for strength as well as toning. So really, and Afri Fitness, love her. She does a lot of different African dances that are fun and that get your heart pumping. But find videos that you think are really fun and enjoyable, and customize your exercises to your own likes and interests. But also, I want to encourage you guys, as you grow stronger, make sure you level up. So level up as you get stronger, because if walking has become too easy for you, start running. If running has become too easy for you, then start doing HIIT workouts, and so on and so forth. Because what you don't want to happen is, you don't want your workouts to get repetitive, because that gets boring, but also you don't want your muscles to get so used to the movements it's no longer a workout. So you want to keep your body guessing and keep it moving. That's how you're going to see the best progress. And I have completely diversified my workouts because I get really bored super quick and I like to keep it spicy. So I went from walking and dancing to now I'm walking, I'm dancing, I'm running, I'm doing strength trainings, I'm doing weight training, I'm doing HIIT workouts, I'm climbing mountains. Girl, I'm just doing stuff. I'm doing stuff that I found are enjoyable. And your fitness journey, your weight loss journey, or your overall health journey is an amazing time to develop new interests and to try things you've always wanted to try. Because, girlfriend, I never would have thought that mountain climbing would be something that I found to be enjoyable. Or running, for that matter, because it just doesn't look appealing. However, here I am doing my thing, having fun. And I would encourage you guys to do the same thing. Try different things, have fun. And currently I work out anywhere between 4 and 5 times a week, just because I want my exercise ratio to be higher than my rest ratio. So it has to be more than 3 days for me in order for me to actually feel accomplished and like I'm still sticking to my weight loss goals, because I still have a few more pounds that I want to lose, and I never want to get back to a point where I become inactive. But I would encourage you guys to really just get moving, and remember that once you start this journey, you're already better than you were yesterday or where you were last year. You know, even if you just start drinking more water or take a few extra steps today, that's progress. So give yourself credit for that. And trust me, y'all, if I can do it, you can do it too. But throughout this journey, you must be intentional. Intentional with what you eat, intentional with your exercises, and intentional with your goals. Man, I am dropping gems right now. I don't know who needs to hear this, but pick up the message, okay? Don't put it back down. Pick it up and apply it. And guys, I want you to strive for progress, not perfection. Perfection is not the objective, because I definitely was not perfect throughout these 5 months. I just had Bojangles yesterday. Do I regret it? Absolutely not. But when you fall short, just get back on track. If you have one not so good meal for breakfast, decide, okay, I'm gonna have a better meal for lunch, or I'm gonna have a better meal for dinner. Don't soak in it and don't feel bad about it. Give yourself grace. You deserve that, because no one said you have to eat perfect every day for the rest of your life. It's not realistic, and that's not what I'm telling you guys to do. So it's okay if you don't check all the boxes today. Just check 1 or 2. Do what you can and give yourself grace. So to reiterate, I lost 50 pounds in 5 months by thinking positively. Guys, I strongly encourage you to speak life and success over yourself. Believe it and you can achieve it. Secondly, change your nutrition. Eat healthier. Eat in a caloric deficit and intermittent fast. And thirdly, exercise. Get active in some shape, way, or form. Even if that means taking a few extra steps today, that's a few extra steps in the right direction. It's progress. Positive thinking, nutrition, exercise. Bada bing, bada boom. If you guys have any questions about the things I covered or about the things I didn't cover, please do not hesitate to drop a comment below. I thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until next time, love and light. Bye.